to have you with us for the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game one. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. It's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. You take a look at the Bucks.
Well, it's do or die. Both teams have to be feeling the pressure. Their season's on the line. Expect them to come out passionate and aggressive. This could be a classic. Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Look at the Nuggets. They need to be prepared for anything in this win-or-go-home game.
Both teams survived the first round. They'll have to be at their best in these winner-take-all matchups.
Now here's Jokic. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in danger.
Here's Jokic. Here's Brown. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Here's Brown. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, far from just a jump shooter, Brown is also more than capable of finishing inside.
Down low. Hook loose. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. Outside Durant. To the inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Jokic in the post. The layup off target.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make. Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Well, guys, I've been around this game for a long time, and I've never seen someone like Jokic. A giant man with point guard skills. And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's coming through.
It's good on the putback.
Yeah, the extra hustle paying off there for KD. That's an easy board with his length.
And Jokic throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Durant draws the double. Pass to Christie. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Buries it from 3. Durant's got 5.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Outside Durant. There's the 3. Offensive rebound.
And you hear a lot about Murray's activity, especially on the glass. I mean, he never stops working. Gets a lot of second chance points opportunities.
Brown with a steal. And Denver pushing it up now. Outside Watson. Pass to Jokic. Misses in close.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Durant's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And another miss by Milwaukee. Denver in the lead. And he's all alone. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Hardaway with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside Jones. Pass to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Rocking that rim. Jonas Valanciunas, the very big man from Lithuania.
Now here's Jones. He's scoreless. Pass to Mitchell. Up and over Hardaway. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense had 17. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
The Nuggets lead by 6. Right side, Mitchell. Three-pointer. A rebound by Sims. And here's Milwaukee now. Pass to Jang. Here's Christie. Off target with the 3. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Denver. 6-point game. Got it. Mitchell's got his first points of the game.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Jones comes with a double team. Pass to Jang. Oh, deflected. On the wing, Christie. Takes the 3. Kept alive.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Here's Mitchell. This is another, just 1 of 4 from the floor. The Bucks trail by 6. Inside. From downtown, Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Here's Sims. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Denver leading by 4. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Mitchell. A rebound by Sims.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Now Jokic. 6 points for him. The putback. Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways. They do have an edge on the board.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Durant. And it's Denver with the rebound. To the paint. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Kevin Durant.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That one misses. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Bucks trail. Kuzma outside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Watson. Off with the layup. And here's Milwaukee now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. To the middle. The kick out to Kuzma. Back to Turner. Over Jokic. Turner, no good. 1:03 left in the second period. Jokic in the post. Jokic using his strength inside.
Well, I don't know if anyone absorbs contact as easily as Nikola Jokic. A massive human in a league of big dudes.
The 3, Durant. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Outside Christie. Fires the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets lead by 5. From deep, Johnson. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Basket counts. Durant got 7 points in the game. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And so that's the end of the first half. Nuggets ahead, up 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Jones feels it out. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
On the wing, Durant. There's a screen by Turner. Offline with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Valanciunas. Inside. Here's Jones. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Right wing. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Nuggets lead by 12. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic, scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by.
Hey, on many nights, Jokic is a primary playmaker. Tonight, he's been the finisher.
To stop the run, Porter's shot is off. And here's Jokic. 16 points for him. Plenty of space. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Jokic has got 18.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
To the inside. Back to Jang. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sims. Lays it up and banks it in. Sims has gotten his third basket of the night.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game. But they might need someone else to step up as well.
Here's Jokic. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Jang. No good on the 3. Denver leading by 15. Jones feels it out. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Porter Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:57 left to play in the third. Clock at 6. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Sims. Milwaukee with the ball. To the paint. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic, who poked away. So it's Denver now. Goes up at the elbow. The Nuggets with another miss. The Bucks trail by 15. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Brown. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 8.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The offensive rebound. And here's Denver. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Outside Mitchell. Oh, there's the alley. And the dunk by Jones.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Jones. Back to Brown. Over to the left wing. Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by Kuzma. Jang in the post. Still no points. Here's Porter. No problem on the jumper in close.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period.
The Nuggets, 44.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 18. Kuzma outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Yeah, that's a pretty nimble move by Kuzma. Getting his shot to go despite taking the foul.
So both teams making some changes here. And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And Denver making a change here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Watson with it. Turner covering. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line, and they'll give that one to Miles Turner. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Pass to Durant, beyond the arc. At the arc, KD drains it.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Outside Watson. And he drives in. And he jams it home with authority.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the fourth, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
Jokic with it. Turner with a rebound. Durant! Durant! Money from the corner!
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Jokic in the post. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
And that was a timely basket to stop their momentum.
Christie outside. Here's Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Durant fires. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Christie with a steal. Here's the steal. Now here's Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Bucks trail by 11. Outside Durant. Now Turner. Outside Durant. Let's loose for three. Cash from downtown.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Yeah, with his size, Jokic is really hard to defend without fouling.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9. And Jokic drops them both. Here's Milwaukee. Now Durant fires the three. Jones rips down the board. And he knocks down the first one. Jones hits them both. Outside Hardaway. He gets it to go. 44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Jokic! 20 feet away and no problem.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Shot's no good. And so the Denver Nuggets take the series and are moving on. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals.